Hey chat. I know it's been a while since we had one of these little like personal videos. I know I also look kind of weird, and there's a reason for that. Um, that's neither here nor there. I kind of want to reach out to you, our audience, for this one. There's two things I want to reach out. Over on Cast Square, we're teasing some stuff over on Twitter that we're planning on doing. It's very interesting, but I don't think Red will allow me to talk too deeply on it, or he'll skin me alive because it's supposed to be a big surprise. What is actually going to come out of it anyway. But this is regarding the By the Arrows videos, right? Currently we are going through and watching each individual era of the Power Rangers, discussing each individual season within those videos. Basically, every time we finish a season, we film a video, right? But we've run into this issue recently of all of them ending up being like 3 hours of us talking, and YouTube has this arbitrary bullshit limit of 12 hours for that, right? So the Ninja Storm we just filmed was 3 hours and 15 minutes. We've been releasing them on audio platforms individually, which solves a problem for those of you who like to listen to your podcast and just kind of forget about it as you go about your workday or you do your house chores or whatever. But for like the big boys things that go up here on YouTube, these big chunky video essay length pieces of content, we're going to run into this issue. So I want to kind of brainstorm with you, our beloved audience, and see your feedback. So in the comments or reach out to us on Twitter. We also have a TikTok that may or may not be allowed to be used in a few months, depending on that, or might just pass it off to somebody else. We're working on that behind the scenes. But there's this era here of the Disney seasons, which are Ninja Storm, Dino Thunder, SPD, Mystic Force, Operation Overdrive, Jungle Fury, and RPM. If each of these ends up being 3 hours, 15 minutes, we're not going to be able to put the whole thing into one video, basically, right? So I kind of want to see your thought process. You want us to just release them as like a part one, a part two, a part three, whatever for each individual season? Do you want us to put them into chunks? We've talked kind of about like an SPD cutoff point or a Mystic Force cutoff point. It's kind of odd because we have an odd number of seasons for this era, but I just want feedback basically, and whatever you guys and the overall thought process is will end up being what we do moving forward with this series, because we plan on continuing this with other like watch along style things. We've talked Naruto, Fairy Tail. I know the guys are also doing a Total Drama Island thing over on Luke's channel, kind of mimicking this format. And if I hop into the reboot portion of that, that'll also be a thing that we do, and they also get uploaded here because this is our team that is doing that. But just a little bit of feedback on this one because I'm kind of stumped as the one that has to stitch all this shit together in the end, and I don't really know what you would prefer the most. So drop a comment, tweet at us, reach out to us on Discord, that kind of thing, and whatever the majority is how we'll handle this moving forward. And that would mean like season 1 or 2 of Naruto ends up being one video. When we get to that, season 1 and 2 of Fairy Tail ends up becoming one video, that kind of thing. Because those aren't as long until you get to the filler arcs, I figure. Uh, but that would be how we would handle those, because it's not going to be 3.5 hours basically of us talking about one season of Naruto or Fairy Tail. I would hope, but that being said, that's what this video's purpose is. See you in the next video. Peace.